What's up, everyone? nethervvoid here with Path of Exile for you today. I know I haven't recorded a video in a long time. You're probably like, oh my god, nethervvoid's recording a video. It is true. I have not recorded in a long time. So, I've been trying to get Path of Exile to work. I actually already recorded this video. It's 42 minutes long. It's a channel vlog and just talking about this build I'm doing right here in Talisman Hardcore. And my phone's going off, so let me turn that down because my girlfriend just likes to text me right when I'm doing this. I hate that crap. I used to get phone calls right in the middle of it. Anyway, Bandicam did not record anything. It just recorded a black screen because I had the settings set wrong. So 42 minutes of black. It was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to try to keep it a little bit shorter this time because that was a really long video. So we're going to get right into it. So, agenda. What we're going to talk about today in this little vlog, we're going to be talking about why I stopped recording for 5 to 6 months. We're going to talk about I'm still thinking a lot about how I want to restructure my channel because it will not be exactly the same. It's going to be a little bit different. Every time I do kind of a reload, I kind of change it up because there's a reason I stopped recording or whatever. We're going to talk about Path of Exile. We're going to talk about City Skylines. We're going to talk about Elite Dangerous, World of Tanks, War Thunder, and then unfinished series like Star Drive 2 and Game Dev Tycoon. So let's just get into what happened over 5 months. The last 5 months, I've just been really busy. You know, just a lot of family stuff going on. I don't want to get too into it. New girlfriend. Well, we've been together almost a year now, actually, and just a lot going on. Some of my other hobbies, I took over one of my other hobby groups, so I've been leading that, and that's been taking a lot of time and stuff like that. But really, what really happened is I got burned out. You know, I can't do 14 videos a week. If I do 14 videos a week, I can't do anything else. I can't have any other hobbies. I can't go anywhere. I can't go out on the weekends, you know, I mean, because I don't know about other YouTubers, but when I record, it takes a lot of energy out of me, and I can't be tired when I record. My videos don't turn out well, and I don't have fun. So that's kind of what was happening as I was recording too many per week. I just felt like I had to record 1,000 videos a week or whatever. And part of that was because I wanted to finish every series I started in 2015. I think that was what I said, 2015. I did that except for when I stopped recording. It was working, except the problem was, you know, I would play this, start playing a game, start recording it, I really liked the game, and then another game would come out that I'd want to record, and I'd have to record both games because I wasn't finished with the first one. And that's because, you know, I don't do this for a living, I do this for fun. So I have to work 40 hours a week, and I have kids and all this stuff. So anyway, I am back, but I'm only going to be doing like probably 1 or 2 videos a week. Probably mostly guides. I'm going to be doing like PoE build guides and stuff like that. I'll do a build video on this guy right here. There's some stuttering you can see in the video. This is as best as I could get it. I have Fraps and Bandicam, and neither of them can record this game very well. I don't know if it was always this way, but there's just stuttering. Just that's the way it is. There's just stuttering in this game you can see the frame time is really high. You want the frame time to be low, not high. And so when I'm running around, the frame time goes up a lot. Yeah, see how it's in the 20s now? It's usually in the 16 range. So that's what's really going on. But anyway, so I'm going to do like 1 or 2 videos a week. I'm doing a video when I'm ready to do a video, basically. If I do any Let's Play series, well, I don't know. They'll just come in chunks. I definitely do want to have what I'm thinking of for now. We're going to get into still thinking about how I want to restructure my channel. I definitely want to do, and let's do some gameplay footage. I'll do some gameplay footage of this guy. We'll just do docs or something while we talk, so you can at least have something to see. This guy's a poison bladefall guy. Bladefall is a new skill that's out with Talisman. It's pretty awesome. It's really powerful, and you'll see right here. We'll talk about this guy's in a little bit more detail in a minute when we start talking about Path of Exile. He's 75, so yeah, 64 area is going to be super easy for him. But anyway, so I'm probably going to have a schedule, though, that way, because one of the reasons to pump out lots of videos is because YouTube has, the way it's set up, which you guys would know, is there's a subscription feed, right? So the more, like if you, let's say you guys are only subscribed to Pyrostasis and myself, if you don't know who that is, it's one of my YouTube buddies. He posts.
Just need a moment.
I hit. Oh well, enduring cry. I guess I didn't pick it up. He posts like 20 videos a week, maybe more. So there's no way in the subscription I'm going to keep up with him in the subscription feed. My stuff's going to get buried. So the way I need to run it, my channel, is to have a schedule, so that way you guys know when videos are going to come out. And then, you know, I need to keep up with it on Twitter, so you guys know when stuff's coming out and what to expect and what I'm working on and things like that. Because I just don't want to do 100 videos a week. That's really why I didn't come back for so long, because I didn't want to get stuck doing a bunch of videos per week again. And then the other reason was my videos were not getting a lot of views. I used to get, on my tank videos, I think you guys know this, I'd post the video, and in 2 or 3 days I'd have thousands of views on it, right? From my subscribers, and because people would find me in the search. And then when YouTube changed their algorithm back in, I think it was January 2013 or 14, I can't remember, it really screwed everything up. They went to a viral video setup where the search engine was mainly about whose video was going viral. It didn't really matter how many, like, basically subscriber hits don't count anymore. If you watch my video from YouTube from a subscriber hit, it doesn't really help. It doesn't help me in the search engine, which I think is stupid. Just because, and if my video doesn't get put on Reddit or doesn't get some kind of social media or something, it gets put really low in the search engine, which again I think is stupid. We shouldn't have to put stuff on Reddit just to be, you know, in the search engine, because then what happens is, for any given game, you got 2 or 3 guys on the first page all the time. The same 2 or 3 guys, because those guys' fan base are the guys posting stuff on Twitter and everything. You know, but there's a lot of people that don't post on Reddit and stuff like that. They don't forward videos on, or repost videos on Facebook. They don't do any of that stuff. But their views don't seem to count, because YouTube is all about basically viral videos. That's what they want to see. They want to see Gangnam Style videos, okay, with 2 or 3 billion views. They don't want a million zillion videos that get a few thousand views. They want those guys to quit YouTube. This is why they're, you know, that's kind of why they did that, which makes sense, I guess, from a business perspective. It sucks from an everyday man perspective, though, because if you don't, you know, do it a certain way, then you basically don't get to do YouTube. Well, I mean, you don't get to make money off of it anyway. And I wasn't making a lot, but at one point my channel was making $600 a month. And I think it's worth it. You know what I mean? If you've seen my guides, I've got like 80 tank guides. Each one of them is 30 minutes long, and they take hours and hours to prepare. It's not like I just turn on the game and start recording a guide, you know. So anyway, my strategy is going to be pretty much to do guides, one video every week or two, or I mean 1 or 2 videos a week, maybe more, I don't know, but basically 1 or 2 a week. I'm definitely gonna have a strategy. Stuff might come out, or I'm sorry, not a strategy. I'm definitely gonna have a schedule. Stuff might come out off schedule, but there will always be a video on schedule, right? So, oh, here's one of those guys. Let's go lock him down. They run a lot more. They think they changed these guys. Is he already dead? There he is. They always run right when I cast.
Just need a moment.
See? Right when I throw my fucking bear trap out. Come on, dude. Jeez. They used to stay put longer. Now they're moving all the time. Okay. Well, he's dead. So anyway, that's the plan, okay? 10 minutes in. Wow, we haven't even covered many topics yet. Probably because I'm trying to play at the same time, that's why. So, Path of Exile. I've been playing a lot of hours of Path of Exile. If you've followed me on Twitter, links is in the video description. My Twitter account is. I've been tweeting out about Path of Exile, about playing in Talisman League, hardcore, and you know, my build and what I'm doing with my build and stuff. And I do plan on doing some build guides. I want to do a build guide on this guy right here, and I got a couple more characters to do build guides on. And also I want to do kind of update videos, like, because it takes a long time to build a character in this game, for at least for how much I play. It depends on how much you play, but for me it takes a while, and so I'd like to show you some progress and what I'm thinking when I rebuild, when I'm building a build. Because I don't just plan something out and then it works out perfectly when I'm planning it out. Because usually I plan a build out that I don't know a lot about, right? It's a skill I haven't used before, or it's spells that I don't I've done a lot of bows, but not that many spells, so spell builds are kind of interesting to me. And so I have to change up my build throughout, the process of actually leveling the character and everything and testing out the different skills. So you should see a lot of that. Hopefully you like Path of Exile. If not, download it. It's free. It's free to play. I have spent money on the game. You don't have to. You can play just fine without spending any money at all, and you have just the same experience. There's no gated content or anything like that. Like, I bought this guy's armor set, and the prices are pretty ridiculous. But again, this doesn't provide me any stats or anything. This armor, if you look at it, it's got the skins overlaying the regular gear, okay? It's just a skin. It's an armor skin. The actual items are regular items in the game, but now they're skinned. And each one of my builds hopefully will have like its own armor set and stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. So that's Path of Exile. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what builds you're playing. I'll talk about this build a tiny bit. This guy basically he's a shadow, and he's a Bladefall Poison Shadow, non-crit. So basically what that means is I'm stacking physical and chaos damage and damage over time nodes. And since I'm hardcore, I'm stacking a lot of tank, a lot of life. And then, as you can see, so we've got, these really sweet physical and chaos damage nodes. These are just choice. And then I've got life, like kind of obvious stuff. Poison nodes down here. 100% damage, extra damage from poison. Then I've got life and energy shield. I do pick up some energy shield type nodes. I've got this whole physical half the wheel, and then I'm going to get this other chaos half later. I have this increased radius of curses because I'm using the new blasphemy support gem. Basically, it turns all curses into auras, so you don't have to self-cast your curses anymore, which is awesome. There's some tricks on how to get your curses to proliferate using some skills. I'll show you that on my split arrow guy. He uses Herald of Ice to proliferate the Assassin's Mark curse, so he won't be using Blasphemy. But anyway, so on curses, I've got Vulnerability and Enfeeble, and those are both at 35% mana reserved, right? So I'm running that in Arctic Armor, so it's pretty much taking all my mana. And with this 20% increased radius, I'm getting 80 to 100% radius increase, basically. And so that basically allows me to curse off-screen pretty much. The whole screen's cursed all the time, which is kind of cool. The other big thing to know about this build, other than the fact it goes in here and gets a bunch of damage nodes, I am running 5 endurance charges. I picked up one from the bandits, so I have 5. I run those constantly. That gives me 20% flat physical damage reduction across the board. I'm running an active tank setup instead of a passive tank setup. Now, I haven't heard anybody talk about that, but basically this is how it works. As far as I know, I'm coining this term, but I don't know. A passive tank is something that you don't have to watch. You don't have to cast any spells like armor. Armor's a passive tank. It's always on. It's always there, no matter if you don't have to have it up or not, right? Endurance charges is an active tank. I have to keep them up. So I'm working some skill or working something to keep the tank up, right? The same thing with Fortify, which I do have on my Ethereal Knives. I've linked it here, which when it's active gives me an extra 20% damage reduction, all damage. Any kind of damage doesn't matter. 20% flat damage reduction. So right off the bat, for physical, I'm getting 40% damage reduction. That doesn't even include armor or anything. That's pretty awesome. I do have a little bit of armor to help with that's basically a passive tank against smaller hits. I think it's only like 2,000 right now or less. Yeah. I've got a few armor nodes to get. I'm going to be pumping up this shield and getting some shield nodes. Right now I have a armor and energy shield, but I'm going to get a straight up armor shield. Probably Lion's Eye Glare. That's the I think it's Lion's Eye something. And it has extra block as well. And my shield nodes will give me another extra 4% block. That'll be passive tank. That block is passive tank. It's always on. I don't have to turn it on or off or whatever. Also, another thing to note about this guy is I have 30% more damage reduction across the board because I'm picking up Mom right here, Mind Over Matter. 30% of damage is taken from my energy shield. Now you're saying, wait, I thought energy shield's on life. Yeah, it's on mana because Eldritch Battery. Spend energy shield before mana for skills. Energy shield protects mana now instead of life. So that's why I can reserve all my mana, because I have 1,348 mana basically. Okay? And then when I get hit, some of the life comes off my life, 70% here, 30% here. So basically, in a way, it's 30% damage reduction. But you say, well, wait, Nether, if you had your energy shield over here, wouldn't it be the same amount of what's that called? EH? Anyway, whatever, the same amount of health, basically. You'd have, 1348 shield, and then it'd start going through your life, so you'd have a really good tank that way. Yeah, the hybrid works pretty good. Here's the reason why I think Mom works better in this situation, because right when I get hit, I can start using my flasks to get that health back, right? When you have just shield, there are no pots that will pot up your shield. So by the time you're getting into life, you're way down in there. Now you can start using your pots. They just sit here inactive. So instead, now I can use my pots all the time. Flasks. They're called pots if you played old Diablo. But also, having Mom makes the damage on my life way less spiky, right? I'm only going to get 70% of the damage coming in on this side of the fence. I can easily keep up with that with my flasks. So it makes the damage less spiky, which is the same thing about Fortify. When you have flat percent damage reductions, basically it just flattens out the damage. It just takes it down a whole notch, right? And it makes the damage less spiky. It's still spiky, but the spikes are a lot smaller, okay? And that's before armor. I'm pretty sure DR happens before armor. So it's really nice. It makes the hits a lot smaller, and my armor will actually be effective. Because armor is less effective against big hits. I know that doesn't make any sense. Basically what the developer said is they want spiky damage. Like, really big hits should always be really big and should be maybe one-shots. Nothing should be able to stop them. I don't know if I agree with that, because spiky, I don't know. The whole point of tank is to try to minimize death, right? The risk of death. That's why in games like... Here, let's just get another map, because obviously this is boring now. You guys are just listening to me talk about... Well, we'll have time to talk about that. This is what I was talking about. I get off topic. I start talking about Path of Exile because I'm really having a great time with it. But basically, that's my build. I'm level 75. I got a few more points to go into. I've gotten all the tank nodes I want to get for now. I think I'm going to get this Chaos wheel right here first. Then I'll probably go pick up these two armor energy shield nodes right here. And then I will probably pick up this damage over time cluster with the regen, because I also have Zealot's Oath, which life regen applies to energy shield. So my energy shield, you saw it regenerate while I was casting, which is pretty cool. Also, with Zealot's Oath, when I pop that Enduring Cry, I get two things out of it. I get endurance charges, and also I get like a second and a half of 350 life regen, which turns into energy shield, which not only is my mana, it's also my health. So my entire build is double dipping on everything, and that's why this build is so freaking powerful, and you'll see when I do the build guide. So let me know in the comments if you want to see the build guide for this guy, and see why I built him the way I did, and kind of me going through it more in depth. City Skylines. I'm sorry, did we skip something? No, we didn't. I want to finish that. I only have about 5 episodes left. I know I wanted to get here. Let's just get out of here. Let's just do something else. Let's go back to my... I do have a better hideout in Standard. I haven't really worked on this hideout because they're going to merge anyway, so what's the point? I don't see... And, like, it's like grinding Masters. I don't grind Masters in Leagues because why? They're just going to merge with my already leveled Masters. Why would I level them again? So, City Skylines, I do want to finish that. It's only got, like, 5 episodes left, and it's a great series. I had a lot of fun with it. So I probably will be doing that. I don't know when those will come out. Why'd I even pick that up? I don't know. Well, that's interesting. One more resistance and I would sell this. I could probably still sell it for 3 alts. 65, though. That's pretty high. Nah, that's not going to work. We're not even going to try to sell it. But I just want to finish it, you know? 6 multiplier? Attack speed with 2-hand melee weapons. Ooh, that's great for Cycloners. I can probably sell that. I'll have to look that one up. Not a great ring. That's okay. I'll put it in my Chaos recipe. So I want to finish it. It's only a few episodes left, and I think it'll be pretty easy to finish because... ooh, actually, I can do one of those now. Because, well, it's not going to be that easy to finish. I mean, I'm going to have to go back and, like, kind of watch some of my videos and get used to the game again. because I haven't played that game in so long. Oh, I need my weapon.
How may I be of
So it will
assistance?
take a little while to do that, but I definitely want to do it. I definitely want to get that series done, because it was a great game, and I have 95 episodes. 5 more, man. I can do that. Elite Dangerous, they just came out with a new expansion. Now you can land on planets and do stuff on planets. Now, I don't know what you can do on planets. You can just land on planets, right? So I'm going to check that out. I might do some videos on that. I don't really know. The problem with that game, though, that I've seen, here's my map pool in hardcore. I just started maybe a week ago or something, building my pool. Is they have great framework. They build great framework, and then that's it. There's nothing to do in that framework. It's just, there's really not a lot to do. It's kind of like when Eve came out. You know, Eve was pretty boring when it came out because there wasn't a lot of there just wasn't a lot of content. You know, the world, there was a huge universe and all this stuff. Everything was great, but the content just was not there. Also, oh, I forgot to tell you, this has a double cursor. I've got Windscream that allows me 1 extra curse. Very, very necessary for this build. I mean, because I just wanted to mess around with Blasphemy. And also, when you're using more than 1 curse with Blasphemy, you can just link it together. See, I have Blasphemy right here. I've got 2 curses hooked up to the same gem. So that's kind of neat. Again, double dipping. It's about getting the most out of what you put into it as you can. That's going to make the strongest build if you can use it for more than one thing. Like my Enduring Cry, used for both regenerating my ES and getting me endurance charges, is a beastly thing. And then my endurance charges not only give me flat 20% phys damage reduction, but it's also used for my cast on damage taken in Mortal Call setup, which gives me, 6 to 8 seconds or whatever of immunity, physical immunity. So again, strong builds are all about just harmony of build. Let's do some of this action. And the stupid Val skill never seems to go off. I think because I'm spamming my other skill. Tried to pop my Val haste and it didn't work. Wow, it took some heavy damage right here. Oh, it's because I lost my endurance charges. Gotta keep up on that. So I'm going to check that out. I know Maxwell's playing it. I don't know if you guys know who Maxwell is. I've been collaborating with him for a long time. My good buddy. I haven't talked to him in a while, but because I've been away from YouTube. But he's a great dude, and he's been working on it too. So I'm just going to go check out and see what's going on over his channel and stuff. What was I going to say? So that's Elite Dangerous. Let me know. Again, let me know what you think about all this stuff. If you want to see me play Elite Dangerous or a game I talk about, definitely say, oh yeah, play that game. That'd be awesome. Because I want to see what kind of support there is out there. What do you guys want to see? World of Tanks War Thunder. I might do a little bit of World of Tanks and War Thunder. I did reinstall World of Tanks, get a patch and everything. I played like 1 game. And then I kind of remember why I don't really play that game that much anymore, because my team was pretty bad and it was random. And those kind of games that are skill-based, you can't put a lot of random crap in there. There's a real fine line between how random the game is and how much skill actually makes a difference. Skilled players will generally not want to play. And I know the fix for that is to platoon up, but I'm a solo player. I don't really like platooning. I'm trying to relax when I play, not trying to be more social. Social situations tire me out, so I don't want to come home from work and be social. I just want to chill and do nothing. So, yeah, not really what I'm wanting to do in my video game anyway. But I might try those. Maybe I'll stream those or something. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Also, unfinished series like Star Drive and Game Dev Tycoon. I might go back to those. I don't know, like especially Game Dev Tycoon. I really like that game. Not, no guarantees, because again, those are pretty old now. Especially Star Drive 2. I was already getting kind of tired of it because it was really just the way the combat worked out with the way different ships are built and stuff. I don't know. I just wasn't having that much fun with it, so probably won't play it again. There are other games to play. Anyway, that's all the games I have to talk about. This video is a lot shorter than the last one, which is good. The other one was 42 minutes. So let me know what you think. Definitely the next video coming out is going to be about Path of Exile. I want to talk about my character here and the build I'm working on. And I want to hear about what builds you guys are doing. If you can put your builds in the comment section, that'd be awesome. I'd love to hear what kind of builds you guys are running and then what league you're running them in. because that definitely makes a difference. Like the build did for this guy, I'm picking up 200% worth of life nodes, plus a lot of energy shield nodes on top of that. So this build is super tanky. I almost never get below 50% life, which is the whole point. If you're playing hardcore, that's what you want. If you go below 50% life, you might as well be dead. That's how it works. So anyway, let me know what you think. As always, guys, stay frosty. Glad to be back, and I'll have the schedule up in a little while. Again, follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be tweeting a lot more heavily, and kind of keeping you guys updated on what I'm doing at that during that time. Oh, also, I want to start streaming again, either once a week or once every other week. I'll be putting a schedule together for that too, so check that out. And this will all come up again. It's not like if you don't hear it now, you're not going to know it at all. But anyway, let me know what you think about that in the comment section. As always, guys, stay frosty.